Hi, it is iYikkam time again. So my recent sharing on the feet positions or feet handling of the yjkym raised many questions. So I got quite a lot messages asking me more questions. And as in my previous YouTube, I have shared a big picture on why is it that I present it. That is the way how it needs to be done. And today we will continue on into more details. So after this video, you will be able to know exactly how to handle the thing. Okay. Now, the feet positions is as in my book here. In this page 69, okay, under the the 5 critical key. You see this? Okay, you see the arrow over here, okay, on the feet. Okay, so that's how it is, and please watch my previous video also, okay? Now, we need to solve these feet positions of yjkym in a scientific and in a proper way, okay? It is not true that the Chinese always have to follow the ancestor way. In fact, 1,000 years ago, the Prime Minister of the Song Dynasty, the Chinese, the Prime Minister of the Song Dynasty Empire, Wang Anshi, he said that one need not to follow everything which is the ancestor teach. Okay, so 1,000 years ago, the Chinese already say that whatever exists in the past is not necessary it is suitable for today, or it is not necessary that it is proper, or it is a truth. So today what we face in this yjkym is 2 things. One, whatever 99.999% of the people who practice the yjkym is not necessary to be proper. For past 100 years, the teaching might not be proper. Okay? And also, whatever design in the past might not be proper. Okay, so we need to be really careful to look at things objectively, and whatever I'm presenting to you, as in my previous YouTube, I say that it's based on 2 things. One is it's based on the 1840 Wing Chun Kun Siu Lim Tao Sets Kun Kit in the Red Boat era. The second thing is based on law of physics, human biomechanics, and the Yellow Emperor classics. Okay? So that is how the base of what I present to you, because things need to make sense. Okay? Now, as we understand, today there are martial story gurus who love all kind of story, like the king of Kung Fu, okay, Wang Wapo, Leong Yitai, Mui, Jishim, okay, all kinds of iYikkam. iYikkam is the best, okay, all kinds of story. That is what martial story guru is about, okay? And everybody is up to them to create. They are free to create whatever they want, okay? For past 100 years or 160 years, it has been like that. Okay? Is it has anything to do with reality? Mostly not. Okay? The second thing is the martial philosopher. They will talk internal mind power, Tao, Zen, Tai Chi, Qi, Jing, all kind of stuff. Philosophy. Different type of speculations. Is there anything to do with reality? Mostly not. So, the third type is the martial technology. That is what the Chinese mean by martial art, which we call today in West, we say martial art. It's actually martial technology. Martial technologies is dealing with, in today's term, law of physics, biomechanics, yellow and blue classic. When they call Tao in ancient time, that is what it means. It is nothing to do with those martial story gurus created stories, nothing to do with those philosophy of Tao, Zen, all those stuff. It is solidly law of physics, biomechanics, yellow and blue classics. Otherwise, one cannot implement this. Imagine this, or you don't even have to imagine this. You just picture this. Okay. The year is 1560. General Qi has to face the pirates, okay, or the Japanese pirate. It is a battle of life and death. Nobody have time for martial philosophy or martial story because that doesn't solve the issue. Okay? The same thing is at 1930 something. When the Chinese army facing the Japanese invasions under the samurai sword and the rifle, okay, with a knife on top, in front of it, the rifle with a knife in front of it. There is no room for martial story or martial philosophy. If Qi and the 29th Army do not have martial technology, China will be wiped out long time ago. Okay? So martial technology is what it is. The rest, people can love the martial story to making movie. That is great. Include the martial philosophy to make even more entertaining movie. That's great also. However, martial art like Wing Chun is not a movie. And also Zen and Tao, it is not a philosophy or a story. So we want to base on that. Now, for past few days, I have been isolate my friends with me. Why? Because bring up that yjkym has to stand in this way. Somebody calls duck way instead of the pigeon way. Many people cannot face or cannot handle the peer pressure. And in fact, people ask me, Hendrik, how come that thing is Wing Chun? That doesn't look like Wing Chun at all. Are you serious? For past 100 years or whatever, 60, 80 years, we know everybody stand this way. All the grandmasters stand this way. Why is it has to be stand this way? That's why I isolate myself with them. Why? The first thing is I like independent free thinker. I don't run a cult. I run a education platform. Everybody need to make their own decision. What I present as an engineer is based on science and based on what the ancient writing is about. Okay? So under the investigations of what is really going on and how to make it works, I isolate myself with all the friends, because it is a result which is important. It's not my persuasions for anybody to join my political group is important. That's not important at all, because there's 4 million Wing Chuners out there, and in the future to come there are millions or billions will come. If I screw up, I'm going down with it. I don't want all my friends or any of my friends go with me. Okay? If I'm right, then all those 4 millions today and the millions come in the next generations and future benefit. That's simple. Okay? So today I'm going to show you how to do a proper yjkym feet positioning. Here on, after you finish this video, you don't have to try and error for a lifetime. You don't have to guess, and you know right away what is proper. And you don't have to believe me, and you don't have to trust me. Ask your body, and this is what I like to show you, so you can ask your body and see what the body tell you. Number one, as soon as we stand in yjkym, you can do it with me. What I'm sharing with you here. Stand in the yjkym, okay? As soon as you stand in the yjkym, a few things with the pigeon toe like this, stand the pigeon toe like that. A few things in your body you will notice. Okay? If you cannot notice that, then you have to go back to the 613.3 to develop of the open and so forth, because you are not sensitive with your body. Okay? The first book or the 613.3 books I wrote is because one need to know our body instead of override it. So if you are usual common people, when you stand like that, if you're aware of your body, right away you will notice this part tense up, this part tense up, without even do anything. Your feet, from this, you put it like this part tense up. Okay? That tells you, no, you don't have to do anything. Your body has already created blockage here. Be it in the biomechanics or force flow handling. And that will result in disrupting the momentum handling, because this is already a biasing. Tense up here. Now what I want you to do is, the next is, if you bend your knee down, okay, because in martial art, in real life, we cannot avoid to go lower like this, okay, or descend our body. Okay, with this type of the pigeon toe, when you descend your body, right away your force is where go. This kneecap has to take the strength. We know today in medical, proven, you do those kind of things, you're going to damage what? Your kneecap. Okay? Now, the third thing. Okay? The third thing. When you stand like that, okay? So I want you to see the side view. Pigeon toe, okay?
pigeon toe. Okay, so I lift it up a little bit so you can see my butt and everything. Okay, the pigeon toe. The minute I exhale, look what happened. Okay, you see, when I exhale, the body being pushed this way, my back here is going backward, this is going forward like that, my back is going backward. See that? Okay? That is due to, this is imbalance due to the feet position. Okay? Now, the third thing, if I exhale and I turn my body, exhale and turn my body, okay? Exhale and turn my body. I'm going to go fall backward. Okay, so if I exhale and turn my body, because remember, yjkym and Wing Chun mechanic got to do with the torque. Okay? Now, the practice of yjkym based on according to the ancient writing like the iYikkam 1840 is about nature. Thus it said, spontaneously follow the nature, spontaneously follow nature. When you put the pigeon toes that way, on your feet, you handle your feet with those kinds of inner, there's a pigeon toe type. First, you cause, we can't even descend because you cause the force in the kneecap. Okay? The second thing, as soon as we exhale, you cause the body to fall backward and thus to tuck forward, to push forward. The third thing is when at exhale, when I want to turn, it throws me off the axis. And by just standing like that, you know this is tense up already. So tell me, how is the body is going to function in the real dynamic fight if this type of conditioning continue on? Training every day with Siu Lim Tao, doing this thing, yjkym, have to follow this kind of stuff. It doesn't even let one have a proper body function. How is it supposed to work? As what I said, the Song Dynasty, the Chinese Prime Minister said, one, it's not necessary has to follow the ancestor. So whatever been teaching in past 100 years, do we want to follow that when we knowingly it caused this problem? We knowing scientifically this is trouble. Biomechanically this doesn't make sense. Okay? Do we want to follow that? Do we want to train that thinking like this, some kind of magic, Zen, Tao, and some days we become some kinds of superhuman being? Now, let's look at when the feet is, like in the book, slightly out. Everybody might different a little bit from the straight, the toe point state or shifted sideways. Everybody is different. Okay, there's some variation there. But when you stand there, you know what happened? The first thing, this place all do not feel any hold on or tense or anything. Okay? One can have a relax, loose over here. When one want to squat down or sink down the body, right away is using the muscle of the back. Okay, muscle of the back. Instead of the yjkym usual type is going to cause trouble here. When you use the muscle of the back, that is where your force flow or action reaction pulse play can smoothly go up and down. It's not damaging your body. This is damaging a long-term wear is there. Long-term tear and wear. Okay? Now, continues. When I exhale, my body doesn't do this. My body doesn't do like this, the pigeon toe. When exhale, it go tuck it like, push it like this and go backward. Okay, this is actually, the breathing is stuck. For this, it's relaxed. It can have promote full body deep breathing, deep diaphragmatic breathing. And by the way, people talk Tai Gong, everybody say, leave the all anus. You know what? Most of them doesn't know what they are talking about. Most of them stand in the pigeon toe, lift the anus. Is it lifting the anus? The body go that way, you actually squeeze it, hold it. That's not lifting the anus. Seriously, you don't even have the thing lift anus if you have the thing handled properly. Why? If you have the feet this way, comfortable, as you follow in the previous one I'm stating. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. When you exhale, the anus automatically lift up. So big deal talking about a lifting anus. Okay? It is not this. Oh, lifting anus, lifting anus. It's become like that and falling back. How is that qigong? It doesn't even breathe properly. The diaphragm is not going to perform proper activations or operations. But if you do this, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, anus lift up, diaphragm movement proper. So, what to talk about all the qigong that's mysterious lifting the anus when one doesn't understand this thing? This is one's body, okay? Again, exhale, turn the body. We need exhale and turn the body because when we want to issue force or anything, we need to do that. The axis is balanced. The minute you do that, exhale, turn the body, you go up. Then you're going to start to what? Oh, you want to put your weight on your toe, your feet, on your heel, all kinds of theory. Try to bend it, as what they said, bend it cancer. You cannot do that. Okay? So, we know, number one, is screw up the knee, is screw up the force flow, is screw up the momentum if you do the pigeon toe. This type of training. You know, you do that, exhale with the pigeon toe, you already push it out. Okay, you can feel that, you can feel the tension here. Cramp pushing out, the anus area is tense up this. You screw up the breathing, screw up the chi, you screw up the force flow because it's hip area. Your center of gravity is here. You know, when you go turn, it's going to throw one backward. That is the so-called yjkym most people practice today. Will that be achieved something which is accord to the 1840s riding? Absolutely no. It violates everything on the law of physics, biomechanics, yellow and black classic for the training of fighting, which is really dynamic, has to have the control of the physical, the control of the breathing, the force flow, and the momentum. So are we keeping still want to say, oh, this is yjkym, you climb a goat here. Or the minute when you do this, you say, man, this is imbalance already. And I have to spend all my energy to compensate this imbalance, and not to mention that whenever I moving my body, it throws me out of balance. So it's like a car. The car is already like a purposely misaligned in maintenance. So when the car, you drive the car out there, it's going to cause problem. If you want to drive the car high speed, it's going to crash. That's simple. So are we going to train in Xulim Town this way? Expect our chamkyu to perform properly? Expect we can use that in the real life? Okay? Are we going to sitting down like this and say we have mind power from yjkym? We have forward pressure from yjkym where the whole thing here is screwed up. It is scientific as what I show you. That's why I say anybody have the 6-13-3, if they really practice it, they really know their body. The minute their body go off balance or off alignment, they know. Because 6-13-3 is like putting 6 sensors in the body. Well, no, it doesn't work. Okay? So this is that simple. Stand there. If anything cram out or tense up, you know already. You're not supposed to do that, because when you stand there, it's not supposed to spend energy just to waste energy for that. Okay? When you bend a little bit, because in fighting, up and down is usual. When you go down there, how is the knee supposed to take all the force? Don't we want to have the force going down? Like Chung Tei Hei, Kam Yang Locking, clamping yang, sinking the force flow, and the force flow come on the ground. Don't we want that? How is it supposed to do that? It cannot do that. It damages this place. Same thing here. The center has to be balanced. You exhale, you go like that already. How is that balanced? Falling backward. If I want to punch, I'm falling backward already. Tai Gong. This is squeezing it and pushing forward. How is that Tai Gong? Tai Gong is supposed to be exhale going up. You have the anus is rising up. Naturally, it helps the diaphragm movement. Not this. When you do this, you squeeze down that this body is going off balance. Your diaphragm is screwed up. How can you train that internal organs? How can that is training of the chi? It doesn't work, because it's violating the body's proper function. Then you talk about chamkyu set. It throw the whole thing off. Tor, it throw the whole thing off. That's why you cannot go close to the moyanzhong, because the body is already conditioned in a misaligned, like a car which is misaligned the four wheel. You cannot go close. The guy who have the proper handle can go close as what they want. The guy who like this cannot go close. You go close, you get hit there, it's going to fall back. It doesn't need a rocket scientist. Okay? And I don't want to pursue you. Ask your body. Do as what I show here. And see what happened. What happened with your body. That is Tao, which is the ancient say. Law of physics, human mechanics, and the yellow umber classic. If you do that, everything is smooth. Then you can talk flow like water. Otherwise, what can we talk? So this is for you today. I am not levolution or like create a levolution here. It is not revolutionized stuff. I am just translate what the 1840 Shulin Tao quit with today's language under the law of physics, biomechanics, and yellow emperor classics. This is not my stuff. It's not Hendrik's way. It is the legacy of Wing Chun, 1840. It is yours, not mine. Okay? Train it this way and see how it differs within 20 minutes compared with however decades you trained before. See how the body feels right away. So this is for you today.